Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back to a new week. New opportunities. I hear myself here in the background. Watching my own stream there to get the trades for the day, you know? Okay. Alright, so obviously yesterday was a UK bank holiday. We had no London session stream. We actually took New York session off as well. Give me a second, yeah. So we had New York session off yesterday as well for the members. Just expecting a bit of low volume volatility. We did actually have a very nice move as a result of, NFP last week, and we've actually corrected this move now. So I would say that gold is actually just ranging between 2002 and 1987. So looking to see how we react to 2002. If we can form resistance in this area, which it looks like we are, then I could potentially see sales coming back down. Based off the daily candle here, yesterday we closed back below 2000. You could actually consider that last week's candle also closed back below 2000. It just looks a bit funky here because we're basically missing Friday's candle. So that's another thing. We see that there's no top wick on this weekly candle or yesterday's candle, but I'm not too concerned about that, because the reason that looks that way is because, like I say, we are actually missing Friday's candle. So if you go back here to look where the market opened, yeah, no, it doesn't look right here. But if you have a look on the broker, we open around 1995. Yeah, on our broker we opened at 1989, and then we had that, basically the top wick. So I'm not too concerned about the weekly candle having no top wick. We've basically pushed up into 2000, forming a top wick on this current daily candle. The one thing is the 4-hour is very bullish here as well. So it's pretty tricky this morning on gold, but I think below this minor support here at 1997, we'll have better confirmations for us to drive down, and we'll have clean traffic here to fill to the left. So I'm looking for those sells, potential buys above 2002. Other than that, just taking it slow on gold today, understanding tomorrow is CPI. I sent out the Zoom link for the high time frame breakdowns yesterday to the free community as well. I wanted to do a little bit more of an in-depth breakdown, have you guys actually having a look at how I'm planning for the week, what I'm having a look at, why I'm looking for those things. And we touched a little bit on the dollar index here. We are respecting very key areas, 101.5, and we are back above 102. So we've seen a little bit of demand coming back into the dollar here from these significant areas of demand. So we have had a bit of a pullback from basically London close yesterday to now. But overall, dollar is still, holding that significant demand area. So still strength in the dollar there. And then GJ here right now just ranging. But if we look at the daily candle, always got to zoom out for perspective. The daily candle looks beautiful here. Very strong bullish candle yesterday. closed above resistance, as you can see. I shouldn't have to draw this up, but it's actually pretty fun using this annotate. So we have had resistance. Had resistance right here. We closed above there. So we could come and retest that level before coming up to fill this wick. And on the lower time frames, that will look something like this. Pull back into one of these key levels. Pullbacks into 165 flat would be very nice. So looking for some of those pullbacks, otherwise just buys above resistance here at 165.600. Looking at the yen index, just to get an idea here, we can see here we had this bullish structure forming as a result of that banking crisis. So we touched on this yesterday as well in that breakdown. And we've broken that bullish structure. We formed a new low, lower low, and a new lower high. You know, just structurally speaking, we are shifting back into that bearish higher time frame structure there on the yen, which obviously supports these GBPJPY ideas. Let me just remove this. So one thing that was discussed yesterday as well was just some higher time frame ideas on GU. So this was actually a trade sent to the signals, but it hasn't been activated yet. So let me just remove this alert. Reto, well done. First one to like the stream. Thank you very much. Morning, guys. Morning. Yeah, honestly, it's good to be back. 4 days off. Crazy. Feels very good to be back. So here on gold, your hourly candle is closed bearish. Looks like a pretty nice bearish closure there, you know, after tapping just about into this resistance area. But I think it's going to be safer to wait for those breaks below 1977. Because we could even find price just ranging right here. So I don't want to get into anything in this area. Below 1977, we have pretty clean traffic there moving down. GJ looking pretty good here. So your previous 4 hour was bullish. Now this current 4 hour created a bottom wick. So this was actually the idea sent to the members this morning. Pullback buys off 162.250. So looking for that bottom wick on the 4 hour to tap into 162.250. We didn't quite get there, but we've got that nice bottom wick now. So safer entries will be above 165.600. So just need to wait for that closure above there. Might even end up waiting for London Open here on GJ. Right, so just going to be a bit of a waiting game now. Hold on. Sorry, George, you're muted on the Zoom. I mean, on the YouTube. What's up?
Okay. I think I've got a question the whole YouTube's wanting to ask you.
What's it?
Is that a green screen behind you?
Nah, it's not.
Is it? Oh, is it not? Shucks.
Nah, I took the green screen down. I wanted to actually use this shelf because it was like I had some stuff on this shelf and I just put the green screen over it. But now I've like actually put my shoes in that there and books and hats. So you can see I got my library, my shoe display, and my hat collection. Change of scenery.
It looks so clean, it looks like a green screen, bro.
What do you mean it looks clean? Look nice.
It just, it looks like a scenery you'd pick on that thing when you choose your green screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, but it looks nice, dude. It really does.
The thing is,
it lightens things up.
Yeah, and some days like I like to take the green screen down because it just hangs there, but some days I'd get lazy and just leave it up. And then, yeah, no, it's kind of just destroying the aesthetic of my room, you know? Just fucking huge green sheet hanging up all the time.
Yeah.
GJ is moving pretty nasty here. This would be an impulse entry idea I would like on gold, but with GJ, I don't like the impulse entries on GJ, especially before London Open. We might just rip up here if we break through this resistance, break that previous 4-hour high. But I'm willing to wait here, even for the hourly close, above 165.600. Because we know London Open can be trickier on GJ, and we could even get that deeper pullback at London Open to 165.250 easily, and then move up. So I don't want to be stuck in a position where I was right but got the timing wrong just because I couldn't wait an extra 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Know what I mean? It's so cold here. I actually made my coffee just before I started the stream and it's already cold. I'm gonna have to go pop it in the microwave quick. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just waiting here. Got the planning all done, marked up. We know what you're waiting for here. Hey Farmer Tom, good morning, good morning. Winter's here. Yeah, it's not fun. I'm gonna have to get a heated seat or something for the stream. Oh yes, let's have a look at just some upcoming news events. So today we don't really have anything going on. We've got these IMF meetings yesterday and today. So, you know, those are something that we could see headlines come from that could have an impact. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. And we've got FOMC speakers all throughout the week. So these are not really like events you're going to trade like FOMC. But there will be headlines as a result of some of these speakers. And some of the things they say could have an impact on the market. So just keep an eye out for that. Tomorrow we have CPI. Now this is a big one. You know, CPI is giving us an indication of inflation, and that's a big thing at the moment. With the Fed raising rates, the whole goal with raising rates is to tame inflation. And I see tomorrow's CPI, they're really forecasting good numbers there. I know it says here actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So yeah, but when I say good, I mean that we're seeing an improvement in inflation. Inflation is coming down. If the numbers come out higher than forecasted, or better yet higher than previous, that's going to be good for the dollar. It's going to bring strength to the dollar. But it's not really good news that inflation is high. So CPI tomorrow is going to be a big one. And before these big events, we generally see quite low volume and some ranging. So we just need to be aware of that, you know, leading up to tomorrow. If there's nothing lining up on gold, I don't mind just sitting out. I really like what GJ is doing. And then here, just looking at the next Fed meeting, 3rd of May. So sometimes it's good to look ahead, because the markets move on anticipation. So looking ahead to the FOMC meeting on the 3rd of May, they are anticipating a 25 basis point increase, and they are pricing in a 71% probability of that happening. And that should bring strength to the dollar. And like I say, breaking below 2,000 on gold, there is room to the downside here. But if we are breaking and holding above 2,000, then we can adapt to that bullish bias. I think on the higher time frames here, gold is really building up an argument to be bullish. Obviously, in times of uncertainty, there's more demand in gold. Just what I've been looking at is, this area 2000 is such a significant resistance. And I've been saying that, we haven't really held above this area for very long in the past. Couple days, and then we were back below and had strong rejections. So I was thinking, if we break below 2000 again, we could easily see, moves back down to like 1900, 1930. But I think we'll just have to see. Obviously don't want to get stuck on that idea. But as we are just hovering around 2000s, we need to just stay adaptive. As of right now, it looks like the high time frames are just a little bit indecisive. If we do get a bullish daily candle closure, in and around this 2000 area or back above 2000, and then tomorrow's news for the dollar, if numbers are coming out lower than forecasted, then we could easily see 2030 tomorrow. Easily. Hey Renstar, welcome back. Welcome back. Full algo mode. So what algo are you using?
Just to touch on gold, I'm really not convinced in either direction. Just too indecisive at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even yesterday, I checked the drop off in New York at about 2, 3 o'clock. I was
Yeah.
just watching this thing and I'm like, I really don't know if this is going to continue or if it's just correcting that bullish move that happened from, when was it? It's the 4th of April, and then we're going to create support to continue on moving up. So I was just like, I think today it's just best to walk away. It's interesting to see the move happen in that time, but nothing for me.
Yeah, all I know is that we gave this breakdown in the morning session yesterday. Like I say, sent that link to the free Discord actually, because I know you guys were missing out on the YouTube stream. So if you're not in the free Discord, we are still providing value there for you guys. Make sure you check that out. Turn your notifications on for it. The link is in the video description. New background, yes sir. Thanks Glacius FX. Yeah, Renstar. I remember you were talking a little bit about the coding side of things. But yeah, I think you really need to do your homework to get into that, and it sounds like you have. It's not for everyone. Personally, I don't even think I have the brain cells for it. It's higher grade. All I know is if you're buying bots off Instagram, just say goodbye to your money. Say goodbye.
Do you know that ad? It pops up on YouTube all the time. If you're looking to create a second income from the Forex market, I have just the bot for you. Do you know what I'm talking about? The South African guy.
Yeah, that sounds so familiar. It really does.
I promise you, if you buy a bot like that, somebody literally paid for an ad on YouTube. Just kiss your money away.
Yeah, no, listen. Well, there, even Renstar says retail algo systems are all a scam. I'm adamant about that. So, just for everyone in the chat, you know, obviously, we talk about these robots now and then, and here's someone actually who has created their own algo, telling you that the retail algos, the ones you buy on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, are a scam. So, you know, I like to keep you guys vigilant, understand, you know, the industry, that there's plenty of scammers out there in this industry, plenty of people just with something shiny to sell. You'll be better off just learning the skill. Unless you're into coding, maybe you can create your own algo. But I mean, for most of us, I don't know how viable of an option that is. It seems difficult to develop the skill. It takes time, obviously, but I promise you it's actually the easiest way to do it. The easiest way to do it is to just do it. Stop looking for an easy way. Because if you're looking for shortcuts, it's only going to be more difficult. School's open tomorrow. Chris, are you in school still? That bloody dingleberry, I hate that ad. Ford Raptor V6. I haven't seen it, Ned. I've seen the new Ford Ranger. It's very nice. I like it a lot. I saw a Nardo grey one the other day. No one who has a decent algo is requiring more money. Most retail trading bots work off martingale system. I've heard of that before. Double down method when in law. Yeah, no. That sounds horrible. Just to note, I traded technical analysis for 6 years before I even considered trying to automate my own strategy. Good stuff. Zero to 100.
Wait, what? Dingleberry?
Oh, he's talking about that guy in the YouTube ads promoting that bot.
Yeah, that guy's annoying.
Ned, what's the 0 to 100 on that Ford Raptor? He left me hanging there. 5 seconds, sheesh. That's crazy. Holy shit.
What does yours do?
Yeah, it's 5. It's like 5 seconds flat.
5.
Yeah.
That's quick. She's good for a bucky. That's insane.
Yeah, that is mad.
I don't even know how many tires you're gonna go through while owning it.
Hey, when you trade Forex, you don't need to worry about that kind of stuff.
I could at least get 4 new tires. Yeah, of course. You can go pay there. No, no, no. I'm not gonna pay. I'm a Forex trade.
What?
No, just that stupid thing I told you when you're at the post office. Right? That I'm a Forex trader. Like we fucking get
Fuck, that made me
you just
laugh.
get special treatments. Yes, Steve. I think about that often. Oh.
I have that attitude when I go to gym in the evening. It's so busy, I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have to deal with this. I'm a Forex trader.
No,
It hits 22 liters per 100 Ks.
Lex.
Nearly as much as my golf as well. Sim racing, oh goodness, Renstar, you'll get along with my dad. My dad actually got the virtual reality PlayStation thing. Fuck, I'm not into playing games here. I actually gave my PS4 to my little sister. So guys, at this point, for me it's best to just wait for London Open. We do have about 35 minutes, so plenty of time. Go make yourself some coffee, do whatever you need to do. I'm not going to be taking a trade on this 30-minute candle close. Gold is pushing up here, but we're just tapping into this resistance right now. I think it would be safer to wait for a bullish hourly candle closure above there. Tough being you. No games. Nah, I don't really enjoy games. Thank you, Renstar. Good stuff. Thanks for popping in. Keep well. Good luck with the algo. I'd love to know how that algo, like what it does on a kind of like quarterly basis. You must let us know, Renstar, if you pop back in here in a couple of months, how it's going. Forex traders shaking my head. Hey, what's up, Nico? That's not Nico, is it? The Nico.
That has to be Nico.
No, it's not. Nico's a mod.
It has to be Nico.
Unless he's on a different account today.
It must be. This is Nico. I'm telling you.
I'm sure Nico's a mod. It's me, gorgeous. Oh shit, must be him.
He's probably on his phone or something like that. I don't know if that'll make a difference. But...
New laptop. I was also thinking of getting a blanket this morning, wrapping myself up. But the weather here changes so quickly. Like now it's, you know, it's just like fresh now, and I can see the sun is coming up. I mean, by 12 o'clock, it's probably going to be a pretty hot day. Time for the ice bath. I already had my ice bath this morning.
You do ice bath, bro.
From time to time, I always have a cold shower. I don't have warm showers. I have an ice bath if I'm like really sore from gym and that. But not after gym. They say that you must do your ice baths before gym. Yeah, before gym or like 4 to 6 hours after gym. Time to... Ned, what the hell? I won't lie, the cold showers are getting hectic now. As it's getting colder and colder. Before gym is better, your dopamine stays at a constant level for longer that way. Carl, I'm assuming you watch Andrew Huberman or Joe Rogan. But also, I heard it has something to do with your muscles. It stops some response, some protein synthesis story. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's better for, you know, for recovery if you actually wait off after your gym session. Don't have an ice bath immediately. 30 minutes to go. If GJ is, you know, not closing above 165, 600, then we are actually just in a range here. So at this point, this would be a no trade range for me. That initial idea of those pullbacks to 165, 250, I think are out of the picture. Although we could still get that pullback at London Open, so just be aware of that. But for the most part, this is just a consolidation right now. $30-minute on gold closed bullish, but we tapped into resistance and rejected. Also just basically consolidating, as you can see on the 15-minute or the 5-minute, just ranging. So hopefully that next 30-minute candle gives us some direction, and when London Open comes in, brings some volume in that direction. Lord, nah, boys, I have enough money to keep the geese on. Jeez, listen to this guy.
Dude, this winter you'll not catch me in a cold shower, dude. It's crazy, man. I feel like today's the Like even this morning when I woke up and I looked outside my window, then dude, it was mist everywhere. I was like, "Yep, it's getting chilly." Eh?
Morning Mo, sorry I just saw your message now. Let me leave the Zoom chat up here. Yeah, no. Last year I was also doing the cold shower story like through summer, and then when winter hits, it stopped. So my goal this year is to continue to do the cold showers through winter. So if you see me at gym and I smell like shit, I'm sorry, I haven't showered in 3 days. Now I'm raving. I always shower. But sometimes it's tough to bring yourself to that shower in these cold mornings. Yeah, Pretoria does get cold from what I know. I think I went there in 2015. I actually went there with Doe. Went there with Dylan. Carl. Shit, it was freezing, man. Absolutely freezing. Won't you catch a cold though? Nah. I'm too strong. Cold can't catch me. I'm too fast. I'm too fast, I'm too strong. I'm too healthy. Ain't nobody catching me.
Listen to Superman over here. Yes. Oh, jeez.
Nah, that stuff's all in your mind, man. London Open gap up. I'm not too sure, bro. I don't think we would gap up at London Open. I would never really predict a gap up at, just the like London Open. We only really see those gaps after a weekend or, like on the instance of Friday, markets being closed for us, which is kind of a weird situation, we don't normally see that. But no, I really wouldn't expect us to gap up here. What's it like living in South Africa? I'm thinking about relocating and I'd like your honest opinion. Brad, where are you from? I think it depends where you're coming from. I mean, if you're coming from somewhere like Europe, Dubai, then no. Australia, no. Don't do it. If you're coming from Zimbabwe, Botswana, Kenya, okay, maybe. So, it's really not bad. I mean, I don't think you would want to come to where I am. I'm in quite a small town. But I mean, Jared, you can really give a bit more insight into Pretoria side, Joburg side, because there's a lot there. Cape Town is also beautiful. All along the Garden Route, Western Cape is beautiful. But you might prefer somewhere like Joburg, big city. Cape Town's also a big city, but I think people have their preferences.
I love South Africa, but it's obviously got its downsides that I think I've become accustomed to. So I'm used to that type of stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I was living somewhere else, I'd move to a country with load shedding, power issues, just everything screwed. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Uh,
There's better places to go, to be honest. I don't know who would want to come to South Africa to relocate. Like, if you're moving, move to somewhere where you're gonna have a better life, better standard of living, not have to deal with the government like ours. Anyway.
Obviously, it does have its perks with cheap housing. You know, everything is cheap compared to like Dubai or Australia. So, like, I mean, we're chatting to Tom and Luke the other day. We were like, you pay what for a house? And we're like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
no.
actually quite expensive.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's give and take. I've never really thought about it. It has its perks for sure. Like I said, I think it depends where you're coming from, what you're looking for. But I will say that the grass isn't green on the other side. I mean, I don't know about Kenya, but there's plenty of problems in South Africa.
Yeah, I think maybe if he must come visit for like a week or a month and then and make up his own mind.
Yeah, 100%. Rather just pop in, see if you like it.
And then I think I know what is it? Niku said that he'll house him for a month. He just sent me a WhatsApp. So you've got place for Brad to stay.
If I said when it's stage 6 load shedding. Yes. The grass isn't. What? The grass is rarely greener. Just water your own grass and move forward. I actually saw this saying one time. The grass is greener where you water it. So, very much what you're saying there. Water your own grass. Focus on yourself. But I mean, if you're wanting to relocate, like, obviously just do your homework. I can't say. I have my biases. Just like Jared said, I'm accustomed to some of the issues. I don't even really think about them. But to come here and face those issues, you know, maybe it's not really worth the move. Just come visit.
And also getting used to new people, new cultures, you know, having to possibly even learn a second language. What stuff you have to consider.
Tsanin. What is Tsanin? Never heard of it. Limpopo. Goodness. That really is the opposite ends. I'm from Kenya and live in America. I'm going back to Kenya because the grass is definitely not greener here. And I mean, that's America. That's a first world country. And you're comparing that to South Africa. I mean, just, yeah. Tsanin is a shithole. I've never even heard of it. Saw Apo at the gas station. Jeez. Yeah, cost of living in SA is really not bad. If you've been earning dollars and you come to SA, you're pretty comfortable. Even, yeah, we were speaking about the Australian prices of houses and that, and here, like, the standard house in Australia, if you come to my town, you can buy, one of the most expensive houses on the market. Faraz, yes, GJ. What about GJ? This is the GJ chart. I'm just waiting here for London Open. 17 minutes. Patience is the name of the game. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My cat is just going crazy. Give me 2 seconds.
Is it fighting or what? Was your cat fighting or something, Connor?
Nah, it flipping comes to the door and it meows, and then I chase it away, and then it comes back, and it's flipping annoying.
But you can't hear it at all. With the Zoom.
I can hear it though. Yesterday, it's
I
relentless.
get you. Yeah.
The thing is, if you live abroad for years, you will notice that Africa is a place to live. Yeah, I mean, home will always be home. Can't really dispute that. Even if you do move
I think
abroad,
it
like, if you've lived here, this will always be home.
I think it really does depend on, just what you're gonna do. Sorry, where you actually came from, because nobody ever feels home somewhere else. Like, yeah, South Africa, and Africa has its issues, but she's, if you go overseas, they've got their own issues, and then it's issues you don't understand. So it's like now you're fighting from the back foot, where here in South Africa, it's actually a pretty good life, a really good life.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, we do have a pretty good standard of living. Like I say, I mean, things are relatively cheap if you compare it to, you know, other countries. But a lot of our things don't work. Electricity, roads.
Yeah, like I mean, I had a friend that moved over to the UK, dude, and he paid everything. He spent so much money, and I think he moved back within 6 months. He was like, "I hate it. The weather's terrible. Everybody's just different. In South Africa, people are warm and welcoming, and you can actually, I don't know, it's just a different life." It's like this Spain. He said he'd never immigrate again. He said like South Africa's his home. He'd never do it.
Yeah. Ned says, have a boy
Yeah,
child in USA and it'll grow up to be a great daughter. That's just sick.
hey, that's a discussion I don't want to have. But, yeah. What are your thoughts on GJ?
I thought you were gonna ask me what are my thoughts on transgender.
Is that a
She's,
chat I'm willing to have?
no, I heard about this family that had basically done a sex change on their child when they were young, like 5. Obviously, the child grew up depressed, bro. I mean, I would commit suicide. That's the only way I would deal with it. There's no situation I would ever commit suicide unless my parents did that to me, and I had to live like that. I would off myself, to be honest. That's not a way to live. And I'd probably kill my rents as well. Nah, don't worry. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm saying I would never do that unless that were the case. But I mean, most of those people actually end up um, yeah, they end up doing that. Don't go down that road. God made you the way you are. Just learn to love yourself. So GJ's looking really nice here. We've got 9 minutes to go. Looks like we'll get that closure above. It would be amazing to see a bottom wick on the new hourly candle to retest 165 600. But we might not get a pullback all that way. We may even just, tap these previous highs at 670. So I just need to see how it's opening up. Be patient. Might even miss the move. That's sometimes the reality of it. But I need to see my entry criteria being met. It needs to tick my boxes for me to actually enter the trade. Because right now this looks great to drive up. But if there's no entry signal for me, then I can't get into the trade. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Chris, I don't think that there's reactions, no. GJ is just leaving us behind here. So you got this 4-hour resistance here. This could be an interesting level. I'd really like to see a pullback here. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate in the chat. Shit. Bitcoin hits 30K. Bitcoin doing bits here, eh? Yeah, you've got a very significant area here. Obviously this previous support area on the weekly and monthly as well. So it will be interesting to see what happens in that area, let's say 32,000.
Jeez, but gold is dog shit this morning.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes, I was having a look at it now, and I'm like, between 1998 and 2002, yeah.
Roger used to say this is goat shit when it's up and down like this and all these wicks. Literally looks like goat shit.
Yeah. Well, gold doesn't understand that I'm moving. It needs to start trending. Yeah, shame. I'm gonna sit down with gold this afternoon and just have a chat with her and just say this is ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully, we get some nice, some trends forming after that CPI leading up to the FOMC. Then obviously, probably last week of this month might be a bit slow, leading up to that FOMC event.
Did you watch Izzy vs Potato this weekend?
What?
Hey,
Yeah, I did.
what's it?
Pereira,
Dude.
potato.
Yeah. Same thing. Dude, Izzy killed what he did to Pereira's son, bro.
Oh yeah, no, listen. Jeez.
Izzy's a monster, bro.
Yeah, no. Flip. It was hectic. Izzy basically hits a 1-4 RR there this weekend. He hit the TP.
Yeah, no, literally. Dude. Yes, and he's not willing to give him a rematch anytime soon.
But I mean, yeah, it's It's hectic. I mean, they've had 4 fights in total. Is it 4? Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, for them to have another fight, I mean, come on. I think Pereira should just go up a weight class. And, yeah. That red cap in the background looking retired. It's an old Ferrari cap. So it actually is retired. I never really wear it.
Uncle Con.
Hey, what's up?
I just want to see if this microphone's working properly. Does it sound fine?
Yeah, all good. Sounds great.
Have
Yeah,
you
if
seen
your
your
echo
laptop?
seems to work again.
Yeah?
Is there echo?
Nah, no echo.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, Nico, you know that headset I got?
Oh, yeah?
The microphone works beautifully. I can even use it for phone calls and things like that.
Is it? Yeah, my
Yeah.
mate told me, he said it's a very good headset when it comes to sound. He says the only thing that was throwing him off was the fact of how the mic is built in. Because normally we would want like that helicopter fucking pilot mark, you know, the one that comes out next to your
Yeah.
face. Because that's obviously the
one
best
this
that you could get. And then after that it would be like this vibe that I have now, but like the proper mark like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you get a new laptop and alles, eh?
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's not the greatest because it's kind of like a free laptop. So I'm just trying to see how it works. Because you upgrade Wi-Fi, you get a laptop. So upgraded Wi-Fi, laptop. It's half decent, I would say. But I just want to see how it is. So it's nothing special yet.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's just a Hawaii thing. I don't even know what the fuck it is, to be honest. But I mean, it seems decent-ish. I don't know. We'll see. I can see my screen. I think that's all that matters.
Okay, guys, well, we have London Open right now. So GJ is looking like it'll close above. I kind of like what's going on here. We've left a little bit of a wick to fill. I do still want to see that tap back into 165 600 on the new 30-minute candle. Hourly candle's looking very clean.
This GJ had a nice little pullback.
Yeah, I think I'll need to see us tap back into 165 600. Maybe form a support there on like the 5-minute. Otherwise, if we break previous hourly highs here, I could see us continuing up. The issue is stops. Current candle stops is just wild. You know what? Above 165 800 is clean traffic. We had that close out of this consolidation. If we break previous hourly highs here, looking to continue up. Can use previous 30-minute stops here for about 30 pips. And then if we do get entered in here and this current candle comes back and breaks its own low, you've got very aggressive areas to manage risk at about negative 14 pips.
Are you setting that there?
So yeah, I'm gonna place this order here, 165 800. Let's see on my broker. 165.830 will be my buy stops on GJ. And then stop loss below previous 30-minute candle here for about 30 pips at 165.500 flat.
Just to make sure, buy stops 165.830 and then stop loss 165.500.
Yes, sir. Still got clean traffic further to the left here up to 166.850. So I could see that as a potential final target there. But obviously you've got quite a strong level here at 166.200. Just an area we need to be aware of. Obviously I would like to secure something if we move up into this level. So let me just top this up.
As the buy stop is going to be 165.830, stop loss 165.500.
So there we go on the screen.
Sorry, I just saw there were a couple of people asking, so I just wanted to make sure they have it.
Yeah, no worries. So gold really just not doing anything there. GJ here, at least we are getting a slightly steeper bottom wick. So now if we break the highs, I think we have a much higher probability of pushing up. Tank first Garcia, that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, I see it's on the 22nd of April.
Yeah. Are we placing bets?
No, I'm not good at sports betting.
I think that's a good thing, Jared.
It's just, dude, I'll literally will become addicted. That's why I don't play the lotto. That's why I don't gamble. That's why I don't do any of that. I know myself. Because there's no system you could possibly get that works. You know what I mean?
Guys do have strategies in that, but I'm not buying it.
The thing is, though,
it's gambling at the end of the day.
Yeah. The thing is, with the gambling though, like even after fights and then the guy comes out, oh, my foot was a balloon before the fight. Then I mean, where do you put that in your strategy? You know, it's based off of how people feel on the day. Like, you know, Izzy could have had a terrible weight cut. Like for instance, there's even talks about what's his name? Pereira having a bad weight cut where it's hurt his chin, so that's why I got knocked out, like quote unquote, so easily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you factor that stuff in? You can't.
But when they, you'll see on the betting sites there's odds that they give. So I think the guys base their strategies just off the odds. But
Yeah.
I don't know, personally, I know that in trading essentially it's gambling as well, and we putting the probabilities in our favor, but there's a lot more that goes into it. And in trading, essentially, you become the casino. If you're treating it like a business, you become the casino. You're no longer a gambler. That's the idea. I think with sports betting, you'll always be the gambler. Those tables will never really turn.
Yeah, literally.
It's pretty simple, Con. You can't control a team of 11 that are playing, but you can control yourself. So I'll bet on myself each time.
You. Pause. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, you've got no control over the outcome. In trading, yes, you don't really have control over the outcome, but you can minimize your risks and control how you respond to that outcome. And if you're doing those things correctly over a long enough period of time, you know, you'll make money. Nico drops Mark.
Wait, what did he say there?
You can't control a team of 11, but you can control yourself, and that's why I'll bet on myself every day or every time.
Tank gonna DOS Garcia now. I think Garcia has it, bro.
Okay, I think this is the sports betting strategy, chat. It's basically the inverse Jared. You know, like there's an inverse Jim Cramer ETF, or EF,
Yeah.
ETF. Yeah, I think that's the sports betting strategy.
Okay, maybe I haven't had the best picks, but I did think Izzy was gonna win this one. So I'm 1 for 1 as of late, so I wouldn't bet against me. But in the last like 12 fights, I guess I'm like 1 for 12.
Have you seen Tank fight?
Yeah, I went and watched his replays.
Tank is a beast.
But dude, Ryan has so many more followers, bro.
Oh, goodness.
That has to be he's gonna win, man. Oh.
You and a mate, full margin one team, and other teams split the profits. Yeah, I've always thought about that kind of stuff, and then I feel like the day I do that kind of thing, they go and draw.
But also, isn't it they protect like that strategy via the odds? So if I'm not mistaken, you get like favorites and underdogs, and so you could lose a ton of money. I could win, but I've won less than I put down. Isn't that how it works? Or else everybody would just bet, you know, say to their wife, "Oh, bet for Man U, I'm going to take Man City, then we split the profits this week."
Why is this so hard to think about? Bro, I don't know.
What is this question?
Can you and a friend not put, let's say we both put 1,000 Rand down on a soccer team, but you choose like Man U, I choose Man City, and then whatever profits we win, we split. Like, isn't it protected because of like sports betting odds. So, for instance, I'll lose my 1,000 rand, but you'll only make 700 rand, so with 300 bucks down the toilet anyway, even though one of us won, for example.
It depends because on some, like he says, Stian says that it's about the odds. So it depends on the odds. If it's 1:2, then you're gonna lose your 300 bucks because you're just gonna make a grand on your grand. But if you some bet things like for soccer, for example, if you guess the actual score, if you guess halftime score, if you guess this, and you get all of them right, your like 1,000 rand can turn into like 10 grand. So you literally have to get it all right to fucking get the full benefit of the payout.
Oh, a parlay. Nah, I don't think that was the question.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're both betting on the same team, it would never work out if the odds are the same. Like, it would just be dumb to do that. But I know that Betaway thing, bro. Did you see how much Carl White won the other day?
No.
He made like 9 grand on it, bro. And I don't even think he put a full 1,000 rand in it.
I saw
But, like,
Q the one time put in like 5 rand, bro, and got like a 12k payout.
Yeah, bro. Faf used to do that shit, bro, all the fucking time, bro. Where he shows me like 25 rand, like 30 rand, like 40 rand, like these things, and then your payout that you can get from it if everything's right is like a couple of thousands, bro. But it's just you got to get everything right, and it's not one team. Like Faf had his one payout was like 40 rand or something on that Betaway thing, and then his
40
payout
grand.
was 40 rand, only like 40 rand. And then his payout was like also like over 10 clip, but he had to get 11 teams. You had to get all 11 teams right. Like, you had to choose 11 teams to win, and didn't matter about the score and stuff. Just had to get them all right, and he got one wrong, and he got like fucking peanuts. So I don't know, bro. That shit seems dumb as fuck to me. So
Yeah, Q had a multi-bet, 19 bets, so he put a 5 rand bet down, potential return 20k. But I mean,
when it works, bro, fucking congrats to you, bro. That's like free money in your pocket. But yes, I don't want to wait until it works one day. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but I think if you can only afford to bet 5 rand, bro, the chances of you doing anything life changing with the money that you win are fuck all.
no,
I think
that's
you're
the
just gonna
thing,
blow
bro.
it.
That's the whole point, Jared. You don't need to put a lot of money to make a lot of money. Like 5 rand and you're getting 10 clip back, bro. That's a fucking good investment to me. I'll take that investment.
Okay, chat, it looks like we're about to break above highs here. So buy stops on the break of the highs at 165.830. The second we break above there should get triggered in. Stop loss below previous 30-minute candle for about 30 pips at 165.500. Sorry guys, just looks like we're about to break those highs.
See why to leave for, but people just mute me here. I'm teasing, gorgeous, don't worry.
Hey. Pause. Once we break those highs, we should get a nice push here.
Yeah, we're also going to create the new 15 bottom wick.
Yeah, that's a very nice 15-minute close. So we got a nice little bottom wick here on this current 15-minute candle, which looks good. Everything's lining up quite nicely. H resistance, not too worried about it. It's quite a strong level there. Looking at the daily though, yesterday's candle closed nice and bullish above resistance here with that wick to fill. On the hourly, this is just clean traffic, and we've got a lot of bullish momentum right now. So yes, that is an important level on the 4 hour. And we can see that we've already reacted to that level, tapped into it twice. So I think if we break those highs with volume here, you should see that higher time frame momentum kicking in and start to fill this clean traffic to the left. If we do break previous 30-minute lows here, I'll delete my buy stops. Right now, not looking ideal. But this is the beauty of using stop orders. You know, if you had entered even on the close of that previous candle, you would have had better entries, but you would have sat through some of this drawdown. Obviously, that's not to say that I never sit in drawdown, but taking advantage of the momentum here and staying out until we've got those confirmations of breaking those highs and showing us that there is that momentum. Let's give it another 20 minutes or so. If it's not activated in 20 minutes, we haven't broken highs or lows, I think what I'll do is I'll just delete the order and call it a day.
Deleting buy stop there.
No.
Oh. Sorry.
Saying in 20 minutes.
Okay.
The thing is, you know, in 20 minutes or so, we're getting to the last 15 minutes of the hourly, and then it's better to just wait for the hourly close. Then it's another 30 minutes. So if I wait another 20 minutes and we're not in, you know, then I'll probably have to wait like another hour. So I'd rather just, if this doesn't get activated before 10 o'clock, then I'm done. CPR tomorrow. Need to save the bullets for CPR.
Uncle Con,
Yeah?
I'm gonna see you. I want to set up my laptop properly because my trading view is not set up and shit like that. So I'm gonna do all that now this morning. So I won't be trading. I just came to pop in and say how's it for a little bit.
Okay, thanks for popping in. Been a minute.
Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow probably, or maybe the day after. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
Alright.
Here's Mr. Nico.
Check you.
Jared, short everyone. Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. The song is so relaxing. It is, eh? Putting me to sleep here. Let's go, GJ. Let's go.
I tried to go listen to it on stream, and then he was speaking on Zoom singing, "Let's go to the front door."
What?
Because I'm listening through Zoom right now,
Mm.
so I don't have the music. I don't have the music, so I tried to go listen on YouTube now, and then you were singing, and I'm like, man, I'm like, I never sing.
Sorry, is that your job, eh?
Somewhat, but just I just get used and abused every time I speak. Every time I sing.
Wooden mark. GJ. Gloria Jane. Six minutes to go here for the 30-minute candle to close. I mean, as long as we are closing above 165, 600, the idea is still valid. But I wouldn't mind if we close something like that, a weak bearish candle or even a weak bullish candle, even better. Then once we break the highs, we should be good. But it's actually not really doing much here. It's just parking.
Literally doing what gold is doing right now, just a little bit higher.
Gold, you might get that closure above here. But I mean, you're looking at a pretty big stop loss. I'm not loving gold. I think I'm going to leave gold for this morning. Even if GJ doesn't get triggered in here, I would just call it a no trade day. But GJ does look alright. 30-minute flipping back bullish. If this 15 could flip bullish in the next 4 minutes, we should be set here. Set for liftoff.
Let's go, GJ. Let's go.
Looks like the 15-minute might flip bullish. My eyes. There's actually been no volume in this 30-minute candle. And if it's closing like this, a very weak candle, like a doji, that basically shows us that nothing has happened in this candle. We're closing right about where we opened. Okay, never mind. But if we do close a doji, that really just shows us we are closing right where we opened, and nothing really happened in that candle other than creating a bottom wick on the hourly. And then, we're just referring back to that previous candle, still being bullish, closing above that resistance, getting direction here off the hourly time frame. I think even if we do close bearish like that on the 30-minute, this is still very much valid based off the hourly. We've just got a nice bottom wick here now, and then break of the highs. Idea is still valid. Don't really like that 15-minute. What's up, Gold Goblin? I think if we're closing back below 165, 600, I'll delete these bar stops. $30 looks like we may close back in the range here. Gold digging into that resistance. Okay, so your 30-minute closed back in the range here. Not really what I wanted to see. We are still respecting, we never actually broke previous 30-minute lows where the stop loss was planned to be. And based off the hourly, it's still valid. I see we getting a little bit of bullish pressure there. I'll give it 5 minutes, but this doesn't look great, so I'll probably end up deleting here. I think if we re-break these current 30-minute lows, I'll delete. That doesn't look amazing. But like I say, off the hourly, it's kind of still valid. But if we do break lows here, I'm pretty happy to just delete and call it a morning. Might even be ideal to just wait for another bullish 30-minute candle closure. But like I say, off the hourly here, what we can see is previous hourly was bullish. Current hourly is just creating that bottom wick, retesting this area of rejection. So we could easily just be forming a bottom wick still. And if we break these highs with London open volume, be well on our way to fill this clean traffic to the left. But it looks like we are breaking. Yeah, 30 minutes flip bearish. So I'm going to delete bar stops here. Deleting bar stops. No trades for the morning so far. And probably just going to call it a morning. No trades here. Overall, just consolidating. We had that breakout, broke back into the range here on GJ. So no trades. And then gold, also just a bit of consolidation, hanging around this resistance at 202. Not too pleased with the setup. I think I would rather wait for New York or even wait for tomorrow's CPI. So yeah, guys, that's going to be that. Slow start to the week as anticipated with CPI tomorrow. You know, these big events, the market's waiting for the starter, and we can often see consolidation before that. So, no trades this morning, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining again, and yeah, see you guys.
Cheers. Thanks, God.